What's up, you guys, man? This is Pod When I Want to podcast, man. I'm back with another episode. Thank you and appreciate all y'all prayers and all y'all love y'all been showing me, man. Just getting over this COVID, man, and everything like that on the mend. So, I had to bring the content to you guys, man. And, I'm going to check out my reaction that I just put out. It's I Know by Travis Scott. Go check that out. And then go check out my new music video that I just put out on the channel. I'm Alone with the Moon. Go check that out too. Got a lot of stuff on there. Go check out the pod from yesterday. Love versus reality of love. I got a lot of stuff going on today. So listen, I'm bringing y'all a lot of content coming up this week, man. We got a lot of stuff that we must get into. So I'm back, man. I'm back. And you know what I'm saying? We about 80%, 90%. But we finna go at this 100 though. Cause I'm not letting that stop me, man. I won't let it happen. Alright, y'all? Listen. We're gonna get into our topics today, man. Some sports topics. As y'all can see, big topic in conversation is Josh Allen and the Bills this past weekend. As you can see with the game, they went ahead and took another L to Mahomes. He's 0-3 against Mahomes in the playoffs. It just seems like that's his kryptonite right now. But I want to get into a bigger conversation as far as the quarterback play. In the tier list, I will put out a full tier list after the season's over with. So I'm gonna be discussing what I'm gonna be putting on that list, like the criteria for the list, for the tiers. Because I think quarterbacks need to be separated in the tiers. Every quarterback ain't on the same tier and ain't on the same level. And there's different ways to show that. So to me, on the top tier by itself is Mahomes. It's gonna be Mahomes. Mahomes is the best quarterback in the league. And I want y'all to understand it's not close either. It's not close. It's not. It's not close. It's not Burrow. It ain't Josh. It ain't Lamar. It ain't nobody close to that level. Then the next tier of quarterbacks is where the interesting part will come in. This is why I'm going to wait. Because Lamar Jackson could have separated himself too. He could separate himself from the Josh Allens, Joe Burrows, that group. Right there. A quarterback. He can separate himself. He get to a Super Bowl and win it. Now we gotta have a different conversation when it comes to Lamar Jackson. We're talking a little different now when it comes to Lamar Jackson. So his story still gotta be written. So with his tier, it's one of those things where it's fluent right now. He's in the AFC Championship game against Mahomes this week. So that's gonna be crazy. Exciting game. You will get my picks and all that on Thursday. I'm not picking before that. I won't even let y'all know which way I'm leaning. I just know it's going to be a crazy game in Baltimore. Let's get to it. To me, man, as far as this tier list that I'm talking about, it comes down to several things. Accolades. You have any MVPs? How's your playoff record? How are you when you go against these individual guys? Y'all teams face off and everything. And I understand, like, from the media where they're getting at with the whole Josh Allen. He played the grid. He played like this, played like that. And I understand that, and I agree. But also, Sunday showed me this might be a possibility of him not ever beating this guy. Because this is probably the lowest you're going to see. This is probably going to be the least explosive that you see this Chiefs offense look. And you couldn't even beat this one. Not saying that you had all the explosion, but to me, Josh Allen could have won that game. It was there, man. The opportunity was there for them to win that game. Stephon Diggs, I don't know what's going on with you. I can tell you already done packed your bags in Buffalo. You out of there. I told everybody. Everybody said, oh, they don't need Gabe Davis. They got Shakir. In these games, you need your ballers. You need your ballers. You need your Gabe Davis. I don't care what nobody said. They needed Gabe Davis, man. They needed Gabe Davis bad yesterday. They did. They did, man. I seen a couple of throws where I'm like, yeah, if that's Gabe Davis, that's a catch. That's a catch for sure. But at the end of the day, in history, when we go back and look at the game, not even look at the game, we look at Josh Allen's career. They're going to just say, oh, well, that's another L to Mahomes. They're not going to look at the context of it, which they should. But they're not going to look at the context of it. They're just going to see 0-3 against Mahomes. The further we get away from this game. That's how history will look at it. Like, wow, it's another loss to Mahomes, man. Close loss again. Can't get it done. Where there were plays for Josh to make, he made enough plays to put his team in position to tie the game, not to win. And that's the thing that I think a lot of people are saying. He put him in position, a good position enough to tie it, not to win. Mahomes puts his team in position to win. And you know how a lot of people will be like, well, Josh Allen put his team in perfect position to win against Mahomes and then with 13 seconds left. Yes, he did. No doubt. But this is what separates him and Mahomes. Mahomes' defense couldn't get a stop at all. But Mahomes' greatness required him to do more. And he answered the bell every time. At every level. 13 seconds, it's too much. You feel me? He elevated. He was the reason for his team winning. That's why a lot of people look at Josh Allen the way they look at him. Because eventually you need to be the reason for the season. You need to be the reason why your team wins. You can put your team in position to win or tie. That's not enough. One of these games, you're going to have to go above and beyond. You're going to have to play. It's going to have to be an out-of-body experience. We're going to have to look at the clock and be like, dang, 10 seconds left. Josh Allen took his team down to tie the game up and went to overtime and beat Mahomes. That's what the people are talking about. You being the reason that they do elevate, even through all the bad. Because it ain't really perfect. It ain't really perfect. If you go back and look at the Super Bowl last year with Mahomes and Jalen Hurts was going crazy. They were going crazy. But Mahomes kept on staying with it. I'm here. Keep elevating. Keep elevating. Keep elevating. And the brother kept elevating. And that's just what it takes sometimes. Not saying all the time. But I don't blame Josh. It's just, if you want to be mentioned with that upper echelon tier, where Mahomes is sitting at, you got to win some of them games. You just got to have to be extraordinary, man. Sorry. You get all the credit when y'all win. You got to shoulder the blame when you lose, man. Much is required when the crown is given to you, man. And speaking of that, Lamar Jackson can't lose this week. Can't afford it. You got to knock off Mahomes. And you got to go win the bowl league. So he's 2 wins away from changing his narrative. The question is he going to? That's going to be the question. Is he going to change the narrative? Then you have on the other side, I have to get wrapped up in just one side, because there's a lot we can talk about with the Josh Allen thing. But to go on the other side, we have Detroit going to San Francisco. Now listen, Detroit is doing something that the city needs, man. They needed a winner. They deserved a winner. They've been there, staying down with this team all these years. It's been bad. And they're in the NFC Championship game now, with 1 win away from getting to the Super Bowl, with Jared Goff as their quarterback. And a lot of people look at that like, wow, Jared Goff can play some football. You people just don't understand that. This dude can really play football. Can. And he's been on it, man. He's been on it. He's been steady, consistent, not turning the ball over, which is very important. So going into this game Sunday with San Francisco, they can't turn the ball over. Can't have that. Everything must be on point. Gotta be. So, Jared Goff got this task in front of him. It's a big task. Brock Purdy. Here's where you can put to sleep a lot of the talk surrounding you. You can put to sleep. You can put to sleep a lot of the talk around you, man. Put to bed that. But you gotta win. You gotta win. We're gonna see how they react. I'm not gonna let you know where I'm leaning this way in this game until Thursday. We're gonna pick that game on Thursday. See what's up with it on Thursday. But as far as we gotta put some respect on Jared Goff's name, man. Especially if he win this. If he win this game, you gotta put some respect on this dude's name. I mean, he's been ridiculed unfairly, blasted by coaches, told he couldn't do it again, sent to Detroit for his career to die. Jared Goff said, my story ain't over. Y'all wrote me off. I just ain't right back. So, it's a lot riding on this game, on these games Sunday, man. Tune in on Thursday because I am going to pick my picks. I got another topic that I want to talk about on a separate video. So I'm going to close this video out. I'm going to talk about some NBA stuff, the GOAT debate, right? I want to get into that. So if you like that topic, tune in. I got y'all. I'm dropping it right after this video. All right? All right. Until next time.